Hey Muffins, so I wanted to come in to um, do this video on my weight loss channel because I've been getting tons of questions. You Muffins know that I have been a year out of my surgery already so far, so there are a couple of things that I want to discuss. A couple of things I'm going to take it back to basics, and I'm going to just basically speak about this journey that I've been through. So give me 1 second. I have to correct something and I'll be right back. Okay, I hope the lighting is a little bit much more better. I have my ring light above. I really should have readjusted it completely over my video, but I think you muffins can see me. Okay, so let me start with the numbers, and let me just point out that I'm going to be smoking on this hookah thing. It's a cheap thing I got from the corner store. I had ordered a new mod. I'm waiting for it to come in the mail. Okay, so that's fine for what I y'all. You see?
I'm cute or whatever.
Okay, so I'm sorry. 1 minute 27 seconds on nothing. Okay, so a couple of questions and a couple of things that people assume about this journey. Probably people that have not gone through it already, that are kind of assuming things, which is okay, because when you assume things, with the people making assumptions, if they're like right in front of you, whatever, you can kind of correct them, or you can just tell them your point of view. Most times people assume things because they've heard rumors, or they haven't done research on it, or I don't know. Okay, so let me personally start with my numbers. I had gastric bypass, which is also called the RNY, on December 31st, 2014 at Montefiore Hospital, the main hospital on Bainbridge. I live in New York City, so if you look up Montefiore Hospital on Bainbridge, you'll know what hospital that I'm talking about. My start weight was 262. My current weight, I think, it was 158. It jumped up to like 161. Hopefully it got back down. I don't know. So one of the misconceptions about having this surgery is that people think that if you have weight loss surgery in general, especially with the RNY, and I'm only going to speak on this part for the RNY because I've had the RNY. I had one of the co-workers make a statement because she seen me eating like some jelly beans, and she was like, I thought you would never be able to eat junk food again. So I was like, no, that's not true. You have certain people throughout this journey that has had the RNY that is not able to eat as much as sugar as they were before, or eat certain things that you might have eaten before, and you probably can't eat now, or vice versa. I have always been a person who has eaten a lot of junk, whether it has been candy, cookies, cake, puddings, food, fast food. Just because you have this surgery does not mean that you can't eat junk food again, which is a misconception, which leads to that people think that you can't gain this weight back. I can eat junk food. I do eat junk food. I would never lie and say that I don't. I have eaten jelly beans. I have eaten cookies. I have eaten cake. I have even eaten fast food through this journey. I've drank soda. There's a misconception that you can't drink carbs anymore. I mean, like bubbly drinks. Now, they tell you not to. They tell you not to. But just because they tell you not to does not mean that you can't do it. Should you do it? No. But can you do it? Yes. With me drinking sodas and stuff, I haven't had soda in such a long time. I have had it throughout this journey, but I find now that I don't crave soda anymore. And soda for me, when I drink soda, it kind of makes me nauseated. I don't know whether it's because of the high content of the sugar or the bubbles in it, or I don't know. But right now, I am unable to drink soda. And honestly, I don't even really have an interest in drinking soda. Also, with like fruity juices and stuff, I used to drink soda and juices by the liters. Not like on a weekly basis. I mean on an every single day basis. I don't do it anymore. I don't know whether it's out of sight, out of mind, because I don't bring soda, juices, and like large amounts of junk food in my house. When I go specifically food shopping, I don't buy junk food. And that's only for the simple fact is because I'm eating differently, and honestly, my kids have never been junk food eaters. Um, they've never really indulged into junk food, just like they've never really indulged into meat, like pork and beef and chicken. And I mean, I do a lot of cooking videos on my Facebook channel. However, the kids really don't eat beef like that. They don't eat meat like that. So when I make meat or something in the house, it's a very small amount because number one, I don't want it to go to waste. And number two, they don't eat it. And I can't eat that much. Now, I'm not stating that I don't eat as much. I can't eat as much as I was eating before. But my eating habits have gotten, not out of control, but I can eat a lot more. And I have to be very conscious of my emotions when I'm going into one of those eating fit habit type of things. If anyone knows about binge eating or just having a sense of non-control over eating mindlessly, I still go through that. This surgery did not fix the fact of the mental and emotional relationship that I've had with food. Only thing that's going to fix that is counseling, me being consciously aware of the things that I do and I bring around in my surroundings. For me, I think it's a personal journey for each person because what might trigger someone else might not trigger me. What triggers me to, and I've been doing it this week, to, pick and nick and I don't want to say binge eat because I'm not really binge eating, but mindlessly eating. Not being able to sleep at night. I am a severe insomniac. I don't sleep at all through the night. My sleeping habits are very, very bad. So when I feel like I don't have anything to do per se, I eat. Last night I haven't, well, today I took a nap for like 2 hours, but before then I hadn't slept in 3 days. Or, I might sleep maybe a half an hour here, an hour there, and that affects me emotionally, especially with the health problems that I do have. These health problems I've had before surgery, and also I've developed some after surgery. So, a lot of the things that I do now affect affect my relationship with food. And last night I was up until 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and I made some chicken salad. And I went in the refrigerator and ate a Tupperware, not a really big Tupperware, like one of those little square things. What do you call them? Tupperware with chicken salad. I mean, I ate the whole freaking thing. And I knew that I was eating, number one, out of boredom, two, just eating out of habit, and using my mods. I had bought another mod and it had broke, so I haven't had a mod. And because I used to smoke cigarettes, and I have been a smoker since the age of 13. I'm 40 years old now. I've been stop smoking, stop smoking, stop smoking, and these things like this, because I'm used to the mouth hand contact, and because I don't, you know, I can't pick up a cigarette, I eat. That mouth to hand contact that satisfies me now is these things here. And there are a lot of controversies on it and whatever. I don't want to get into it, but it's something that I do, and that kind of helps me not to eat so much at night. And then also, I work at night, so my sleeping habits are so whack and totally different. So, you know, my first point was that just because I've had this surgery does not mean, and just because you have this surgery does not mean you're never going to eat junk food again. Like, your body is still able to digest sugar. It's still able to allow you to eat the things that you used to eat or not eat, or I mean that you used to eat, that you may can still eat now, or you know, your body is just so different. Certain things that I can eat before, I can't eat it now. And then I'm lactose intolerant, so that didn't go away. So if I drink or eat dairy products and whatever, that's going to upset my stomach and definitely send me to the bathroom. And also, you know, with that misconception, and it kind of, I don't know if it makes me kind of feel a little awkward when I'm at work, because if I want to eat a bag of chips, I don't kind of do it in front of certain people, because people look, and I guess the first thing that runs through your mind is like, oh my god, she's eating that, she's gonna wind up being in the weight bag. And honestly, I don't know what's gonna happen 2 to 5 to 10 years from now, but as of now, I don't restrict myself on certain things, on anything. With me, I can't do that. You know, I monitorize it. I monitor it. Yes, like I took the jelly beans, like I was telling you I was eating. I took the bag to work and left it there. I had a bag of cookies. I took that to work and left it there, because I see myself and was aware that I kept going to the deep freezer, grabbing a handful of jelly beans and grabbing a handful of cookies, and one cookie will lead into 5 cookies, into 10 cookies. This was a pattern for me for like maybe 2 or 3 days, and I was like, wait, whoa, whoa. In my mind, as I'm walking to the refrigerator to grab these jelly beans, I knew that I wasn't supposed to be eating them. And at that time, whatever I was going through emotionally, I really didn't care. But then in my mind, I was like, look, you can't do this, Cynthia. This is not good for you. I want you to stop and think why you keep going to this junk food, which is a drug for me. What are you going through emotionally? Find something else to do. You know, so the solution for that was, for me, was to take the crap and take it to the job. I was off the next couple of days, so it wasn't like I was going to take it to the job and then go back the next day and be eating this. No, if they wanted to throw the crap out, they can. And at my job, they order donuts and Chinese food. I mean, they order a lot of food and junk food, especially around the holidays and stuff. And that's kind of hard for me, because I'm still that same person mentally and emotionally. So I have to sometimes in my head talk myself into not going down that avenue, which is okay. But I know, like, for my future success, I'm going to have to change a lot of things. And with me, I think that I'm the type of person that I need to be in support groups. The reason why I don't go to support groups now, because the main center that I go to is so freaking far. And honestly, I really don't feel like traveling to these meetings at 6, 7, and 8 o'clock at night. And I don't drive. Like, I live in New York City. Not too many people drive. We all mainly take public transportation because it's hard to find parking and stuff. And I don't have a car. So I'm not going to get on the train to go to sit in some meeting for 2 to 3 hours, or even an hour and a half, and then have to travel late at night. I'm not going to do that. I do need to look into something to see if they have something a little bit more local for me, but I don't know if I can go to a different hospital and go to their support meetings because I didn't have my surgery there. I'm not quite sure. So that's another misconception about this surgery. And another one is, you know, I get a lot of questions about Drinking alcohol. I drink alcohol. I'm not gonna lie. I've had alcohol. I've had alcohol like 3 days ago. I had a little bit of what was that? Dominican rum. I had mixed that in some tea. I didn't have a lot of it, but I had like a little bit of it. And I had some Kahlua the day before, and I put a lot of ice in it. But still, in all, whether I had it with ice or not, you're still able to drink. I might get a little bit drunk, or like I might, get a little tipsy faster than what I used to before. Number one, I'm much more smaller, so my body can't handle the alcohol like it did when I was 262 pounds or 242 pounds, or, my body is different now. So you can drink alcohol. Is it wise? I think that's a personal decision. If drinking alcohol is going to make you into an alcoholic, or not be good for your health, I would advise you not to. Just like smoking cigarettes. Personal choice, personal thing, whatever you do. If it, well, we already know that it's going to affect your health, most likely. And probably so is alcohol too. But, everyone is grown and everyone has a decision to do what they want to do. But you can drink alcohol. You can eat junk food. I just really think that the misconception is that this surgery is gonna just like miraculously change your whole life. It does change your life, but usually around the year mark, things start falling back into normal. Around the year mark, which was December 31st for me, I have just now been able to eat a lot more. And that kind of worries me a lot. There was a point in time where I couldn't eat bread. Now I can eat bread. There was a point in time where I couldn't eat pasta. Now I can eat pasta. Bread and pasta kind of makes me feel a little bit fuller, so I don't really like that feeling too much, so I don't overindulge in it. But if I'm making spaghetti in here, I'll eat a bowl of spaghetti or something. Probably not as much as I was going to eat back then, but I eat spaghetti. I don't, and I wish people would stop making, feeling guilty about the things that they do. Like, for so long, we felt guilty about a lot of things that we've done when it comes to our relationship with food. And the good thing about this is that it's a tool to help you to tweak and change your habits. Is it going to make you this miraculous, like this new being? No, it's not, because we're human. We make mistakes, and you don't have to beat yourself up over the head with it. Because for me, I find out when I make myself feel guilty about certain things that I do, I wind up overindulging into it. You know what I mean? So this video is going on 18 minutes, so I'm gonna hurry up. But this year-long journey has been a lot for me. It has taught me so much. I mean, so much about myself, so much about the community, and so much about other people. But the most thing that it has given me the opportunity to experience things that I've never experienced before. I'm enjoying certain things a lot more. I've learned how to handle difficult things that I've not been able to handle before, because my focus was so much on what I look like, my weight, my health problems, to where I didn't have that avenue or even the time in my brain or even through life to even deal with those type of situations. I have to deal with a lot of emotional issues now. Not some is in a good way and some is in a bad way, and I don't have a problem dealing with that because it's a part of the journey. I 100% still deal with the fact that I still see myself as that 262-pound woman. And when I say it to people, people look at me like I'm freaking retarded, because they're like, are you looking at you? Like, for me to go from a size 22, 24 to a size 4, in my mind, I can grasp it. In pictures, I can grasp it. But when I directly look at myself in the mirror and look down at myself, like I'm looking down at myself now, my legs are kind of like not spread it across the chair, but you know how you sit and your legs kind of spread. It looks like a 260 2-pound woman to me. I was looking at a video me and my twin sister did before I even had my surgery. She was 1 year out, and I'm looking at this person and I'm like, wow, that was you 2.5 to 3 years ago, because it took me about 2 years to get surgery, to get approved in the process of whatever, because I had a lot of things that were going on. And that's the only time that I noticed that I've lost weight, but in my mind I'm still that same person. And I think now I'm a little bit more worried because one of the girls that was at the job, I didn't even recognize who the hell she was. She had surgery 5 years ago, and within the 5 years she only gained 20 pounds, and she's lost it. And I didn't recognize who she was until I left the job, and I was really thinking, I was like, oh shit, that was her. I didn't even recognize her. And for me to meet someone that's 5 years out that I can go to and ask questions, and she still does things by the book. She doesn't do anything she's not supposed to do. And her weight gain came from some medication that she was just placed on not too long ago. So that's why she gained the 20 pounds. But it doesn't even look like it. I'm sure she's lost it. But she constantly sticks to the rules and regulations. She doesn't go gear off of it. She still drinks her protein drinks 5 years later. She still does what the doctor says 5 years later. She still goes to support groups. She still does a lot of things that she's done in the beginning. And I think that along this journey, for me personally, I forgot to take things and to really think about things and take things back to basics. My twin sister, that's my brother, inboxed me, I'm sorry. My twin said something in a video that I kind of was like, what the F, when she was telling me that to enjoy each step of this journey that I'm going through, whether it's good or bad. And back then I couldn't see it because I was just like, I just want to get this surgery. You don't understand, which I don't even know how I was even thinking in my head that she wouldn't understand, and she had surgery too. But I was just like, you're not me, so you don't understand. Like, you're telling me to go through this, like, to enjoy every freaking frustration and period point of this surgery that I'm going through and this process that I'm going through, and I couldn't see it. But now looking back on it, please, 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 like my twin sister said, that don't forget where your steps of going through this journey, because if you're not paying attention and if you're not listening and being open-hearted and open-minded with everything, you will forget tools. You won't learn as much as you would have learned if you would have been more open to the process and not letting your frustrations and everything else cloud everything. Because there were a lot of things that was said to me throughout the journey by doctors, and honestly, when they say it to me now, I'd be like, I never heard that. Now, like, how did you never hear that? And you had this said to you at this point in time. But because my mind wasn't there, I was like, ah, whatever. I was doing what I wanted to do. I didn't follow the 2-week liquid diet. I didn't do a lot of stuff that I was supposed to do, and honestly affected my health. It affects my health to this day. I'm not saying that, oh my God, if you don't, follow everything to the T, that you're going to go through the same health problems as I have. But I can honestly, I'm going to be really, really honest with you, Muffins. A lot of the health problems that I go through now have been brought upon myself. And that is because I have not been following what the doctors have said. I have not been taking my medication daily. I have not been exercising daily. I have not been going to my support groups. I have not been going to my personal therapy sessions. I have not been drinking my protein drinks every day. I have not a lot of not things, and it has affected me. The only good thing about it is that my health isn't to a point to where I can't regain and fix where I need to be fixed. And a part of that is just me being hard-headed, stubborn, lazy, misthink I know it all. And when you think that you know it all, you are going to experience certain things that you could have avoided. I could have avoided a lot. I could have avoided so many things that I'm going through right now, but I'm not going to beat myself over it. Every day is a daily process. So this video has gone on for 25 minutes. I will come back in a couple of weeks, maybe like another week or so, or maybe a couple of days or whatever. I've been given a list of questions that people ask me. I've spent a lot of time on only these two topics, but my point being, Muffins, is that if you have not had the surgery, let me put it out there. I also said in this video one time that I was fantasizing about what I would go through and look like through this surgery. Fantasizing is one thing. The reality of it is it's totally different, Muffins. I look 1,000 times different than I thought I was going to look. I would have never thought that my body could look the way it does. And that's on a good point, Muffins, and on a bad point. I've never been able to have collarbones before. I've never been able to have structured cheekbones before, but the side part of it is I have loose skin. I have saggy boobies. You know, my body doesn't look like this amazing part of the deal that I thought I was going to look like. And in the future, I will have to have plastic surgery. But as of right now, it doesn't really bother me per se. But, you know, it's something that I'm going to have to look forward to. This journey is going to open your mind, and it's going to show you things that you would not have ever thought would be possible. And please just take your time through this journey. Learn as much as you can. Don't compare yourself to other people. And I should be taking this advice, but I'm going to give this advice anyway, even though I might sound like a hypocrite. Follow what the doctors say. Follow what the doctors say. And if you have questions, ask questions. You know, there's nothing wrong with asking questions. There is no dumb question out here. There is no silly question out here. You need to know and be knowledgeable about each stage of this surgery. I am only a year out. There is so many other things that I am yet to experience. So that's it, Muffins. I'm going to stand up and give you guys a body shot. I try to do that as much as possible now, because I like to see people's body shots when I watch videos. You're not going to get too much of a bottom body shot too much. I'm going to have to take the camera down. But this is what I look like. I am now, you can come in, who's that? I am now, oh, this is my daughter. I am now, I don't know what weight I am now. I don't know, but skinny. Okay, thank you. This is what I look like now. And I look different inside clothes than outside of clothes. So keep that in mind also. I don't have a waist trainer on. I don't have my spandex on. But I am... I'm pretty comfortable with my body. I really am. I'm comfortable with my body. Comfortable as the way it looks now, but I do need to tighten up. Yes, Jackie, these are another pair of pants.
She has on my jeans.
Oh, these ones are in Jalen's room.
Why does she have my jeans on?
But these ones are in Jalen's room. You look so cute, Jack. But anyway, let me just show a bottom part. Can you show the bottom part of what I look like? Go down just a little. Oh, these are in black. I don't know why I'm always showing a body shot and I have on black jeans. But these are my daughter's jeans, just like she said. And this is the baby shirt, but whatever. So she's gonna come up. So this is what I look like, Muffins. And I will talk to you, Muffins, later.